Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the Fresh Start Show with Dr. Hope. Co-host Tom Cortez is in the building. Listen, it's about that time. We're very, very close to the largest public safety event in our city, known as the Fresh Start Expo, Saturday, October 21st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Listen, you want to join us. We have so many amazing things. Service is going to include civil rights restoration. We're going to be doing warrant resolution, juvenile record expungement. Yes, we are cleaning up records of young people. Marijuana convictions expungement. We will have DES in the house. It's going to help you if you need to get food stamps and Medicaid. We're going to be helping those who are looking for housing, felony-friendly employment. Going down at the TCC, we got all the courts, the city courts, superior courts, justice courts, juvenile courts, county attorney, public defender, legal student, law students is going to be in the house, felony-friendly employment, housing. Is going to be in the building. Free haircuts, free hairstyles in the building. There's nothing like us going down here in Tucson, Arizona in regards to Fresh Start. Fresh Start is a nonprofit organization that is designed with the mission to help people who've been formerly incarcerated. So yes, we're talking about you. You've been incarcerated. We want to be able to help you to get back on your feet. If we don't help our people get back on our feet, they're going to go back to prison, and that's going to impact recidivism. So we want to make sure that we're doing all we can to make sure they have all the resources at the table so that we can help people rebrand, restart, rebuild their life. And so keep it locked. It's coming down in the next couple weeks at the TCC from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. the Fresh Start Expo. Get your cousin them, get Ray them, get all your friends, your church members, people in the hood, from Western Hills to the foothills. Listen, we want you at the Fresh Start downtown where it's going to go down, and we are so excited to see all of our friends again. And that was just some of the stuff. We still didn't go into detail far as we've had people that have had $8,000 far as court fees and fines. Wow. And our judges have been able to reduce those court fees and fines to just a few $100s in community service. Listen, let me also throw this in here that I have not been able to say. I do not want to hear that we are helping you to do this stuff and you're not following through.
No, come on.
I don't know what to tell y'all, but listen here. I am not going to work hard, bring all these resources to the TCC. We talking about judges leaving their courtrooms to come down and help our community.
On the weekend.
Prosecutors coming down on the weekend. They're all donating this time to be a blessing to our community. What Dr. Holt don't want to hear is that we have set up payment plans to get your driver's license reinstated and you didn't follow through. I do not want to hear that judges have waived thousands of dollars of court fees and fines and tickets, and he made a payment arrangement with you that you say you can pay and afford, and you just let it fall through.
That's right.
And your license is now suspended again. No, I don't want that, right?
Yeah.
When we say Fresh Start, we want you to have a real fresh start. If we're going to bring felony-friendly employers to the table, you can at least show up with a interview suit in your resume.
We're bringing the courts.
We're bringing the courts. Oh, man, like we have so many.
You got to be responsible, bro. You got to take care of business. These people aren't all coming out here for this day on a Saturday to give to you for you not to follow through.
That's most definitely
So
right.
if you're not going to follow through, don't show up.
Don't even show up. I mean, if you're gonna play games, we're not here to play games. Listen, this is a lifetime, and all of these services for free.
Yeah.
It's not like we're saying come down and put a down payment of $500 and we put you on the payment plan to help you to get your. No, we tell them all these services are free. And let me tell you another thing about Fresh Start. Fresh Start, we don't arrest nobody. So people that's coming down to our event that got warrants, not one time you've been there.
Yeah.
Each year, have we ever booked anybody?
There's never been an incident.
Have we ever arrested anybody?
Nobody.
Have we hoodwinked somebody and play like we want to help them?
No,
and then we got the federal
joke.
got the federal marshals here to expedite you. Have that ever happened?
No.
Not one person have been arrested at our Fresh Start event with warrants, with legal issues, with pending things that need to be taken care of in the courts. We have been able to help.
I'll tell you what people have received at Fresh Start.
Yes.
Help.
Yes.
Help in the resource area, help in the work area, help in the housing area, help in the legal area. We even took care of people's kids so that they can go entertain all of those things.
That's right.
And this year, the really cool thing is we're going to have a passport, because the importance of these people coming out here on a Saturday, on their day off, to offer all of this support for us who have done our life doing what we did. And now these people are trying to give us a future, and they're spending their Saturday out there. Let's give them the respect by going to every table. And I'll tell you right now, there will be prizes for those who go and see the most people in the community center on that day. So when it comes time at the end of the day, the people who turn in their passport that has the most visitations to the nonprofits and to the work and to all those stations, that person's going to win a prize.
Wow, that's super dope. So listen, we helping out with your legal issues, and we giving out prizes. Come on, man. Like, let's go. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. It's going down at the TCC. We want to see you there. We expect more people. We had around 1,000 people last year, first year 400. So each year we have been growing, and we expect to really see some growth on this event at the Fresh Start Expo. So yes, so let's come out and let's go. Let's make this happen. So, Tom, tell us the update of what's been going on at the Pima County Jail.
Wow, bro. We just got another notification that this will be the second death of September in the county jail, and an inmate identified as 36-year-old Aaron Moore was discovered unresponsive in the detox observation unit. And I just thought observation units were someplace where you actually observe the people that were in them.
Yeah.
And I'm not understanding how somebody dies in an observation unit.
You know, and I said this before. I said it at one of our reentry calls, is that we were talking about alternatives to our incarceration, which simply means a program that people can qualify for without actually sitting and rotting in the county jail. Because we know that if you get in contact with have any contact with the county jail, it's going to impact your life. If you're poor, you're black and brown, let me tell you.
And if you get arrested for vagrancy, bro, you may get a death penalty. You may die in the county jail. You may die
in prison. In the county jail. You're right. And now that's where I'm going with it.
You may never even get to court.
You may not even get out. Ever.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing, is that our county jails are beginning to be more dangerous than prison, with no accountability, no explanation, and the powers that be get to duck their head into the sand and pretend like things haven't happened. Listen, this is the Fresh Start Show, and we are absolutely not scared of nobody. Nobody.
Amen.
We don't care what your position is.
Amen.
We ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah.
And listen, if you want to become a public official and things are going in the wrong direction under your watch, then we have to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
I don't care if you are liberal. I don't care if you conservative. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. If you are in position and tragedy and chaos is happening under your watch, I'm sorry. We got to hold you accountable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're the county sheriff, I don't care what your name is, okay? If things are happening where people are getting arrested, I don't care if they got arrested for armed robbery or any of that. They should not have to lose their life while in custody, and they have not been able to appear at a trial among a jury of their peers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Something
and because they're
that.
poor, their bail or their bond has been set at a point where they can't even get to it, so they're going to have to sit in the jail. We've talked about this repeatedly.
Yeah.
So you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your vehicle. Anything you had payments on is gone. Your credit's gone because you can't pay on anything.
And if you
You're
got a
in the
wife that's
jail.
down
Yeah.
to see you through all of that,
Yeah.
you need to keep her.
Yeah.
You need to keep her because I'm telling you.
If she's at the gate when
Man,
you get out.
listen, when she get out, you better keep her. You better keep her. Listen, we said that many times, is that now people are going to county jails and not coming out
Yeah.
because they're dead.
Yeah.
And I know that people been saying, they want funding, they want some type of vote to rebuild the jail. But a new facility is not going to fix in custody deaths, right?
No, we're talking about mindset.
Right. So we're talking about mindsets. We're talking about accountability, responsibility, and there's too
Compassion?
much compassion. And there's too much technology everywhere in that jail, right?
Right.
So how are we not being able to keep people who are in custody in jail safe? And how do the powers that be that oversee the jail is not at a podium with a bunch of mics in his face and meat in his face being questioned and held accountable for this until it's your child.
Yeah, and because it's poor people and people of color that are the ones that are dying, bro, nobody cares.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, nobody's going to stand at a podium
Tom,
and
you talking
decry
about
somebody, right?
Anytime you talk about race issues, man, you talking about talk. Listen, we know African American. Well, we represent about 4 or 5% in Pima County, and we overrepresent 12 or 13% in the county jail.
Yeah.
How do we overrepresent in the county jail versus our population?
Because there's profiling that exists,
Exactly.
and people carry it out.
Yeah. Over policing communities.
Sure. And there's something that they call P&I, place network investigations. And what they're calling the place network investigations is they find that there are certain individuals in certain areas that all the crime is isolated to those areas. So if they put their resources in those areas, they can stop those areas from being what they are. Now, they've been doing this for more than a year, and we still see those areas that they're in.
Yeah.
That's still where the crimes are happening. Why are the crimes happening? Because of the way you're policing.
Yeah.
Because if you're going in there with a big stick and a gun,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to talk to anybody.
Right.
If you go in there with your hand out ready to shake somebody's hand and say, how can we help you guys make this a better place or a better community or a better complex?
Going back to police community,
Right.
Community policing,
Right.
right? And you're exactly right. We over police these communities, and you hear me say all the time, and CEO Fresh Out, we cannot arrest and convict our way to a long-term solution. So what is one of the big keys how we are? Number one, you got to go back proactive and look at how we work with kids, right? School to prison pipeline is not helping that, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's not helping. That's feeding into the problem. We got to be catching kids while they're young, catching kids while they're at home, catching kids while they're in school, keeping them in school, keeping them in a supervised environment where they can get an education, because when kids lose education, they gain incarceration.
Right. That's the truth.
And that's real, right?
That's
And we
the
will
truth.
build way more prisons before we build schools. We will invest way more in incarceration. We'll spend millions and billions of dollars on prison guards, even private prisons, before we invest into youth programs, until we invest into programs where certain agencies are already doing some great work in this area.
We'd rather put people in boxes than to give them the window of life that is education.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll tell you the honest God truth for me. I mean, through all of my schooling and stuff prior to prison, I got through it.
Yeah.
When I went to prison, bro, and I started picking up books, it changed my entire life. It changed my perspective on life. I mean, first and foremost, the Bible, but then just reading everything. Then it increased your vocabulary so that you didn't always say, or you cursed every other word.
Right.
So you could start treating people in a professional manner, acting in a professional manner, and being more professional in the way that you carry yourself. And you start to respect yourself a little more because you're gaining, you're moving forward. In every book you read, there's just a part of your life that has been enhanced. And it doesn't matter if it's a fantasy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're just gaining.
Yeah.
Keep inputting.
Do you think we put too many people in prison in America?
bro, they're in prison, in jail. Look at the jail, the bail and the bond.
Right.
That's just absolutely insane.
Right.
We got people going in there for just non-dangerous crimes.
That's
you
right.
know, put a monitor on them,
Yeah,
release them.
yeah.
We got a transition center. Use the transition center
Right.
and have them keep accountability on the people for non-dangerous crimes. Why is anybody for a non-dangerous crime sitting in the county jail? I have no idea, bro. I mean, we got to protect people from the violent natured people.
Right.
But when we get the violent nature people, let's start working with them
Right.
because they were violent for a reason.
Right.
You know, and nobody seems to care about the reason because we keep passing laws that put people away and throw away the key.
Yeah.
And then after the key, if it does come up and we open that door, it's a life sentence,
It's a
bro.
life sentence,
You're
right.
not done with that.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
because you got that scarlet letter written all over you. I mean, people
Yeah.
can actually see people from prison. I mean, you see the green, blackish ink and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Oh, that dude's been in the joint. You know, it's that type of attitude that is keeping us at bay and keeping us from being successful. There's a lot of dudes, bro. That workforce is absolutely incredible. And we talk about it all the time. We want people to hire people coming out of prison.
That's right.
You get federally bonded. You get insurance through the federal government in order to hire people. You get a tax credit in order to hire people that
Yeah.
have been incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then you can enhance their life by getting a WIOA grant, which is $10,000 toward a disenfranchised group individual to have a new life, to have a
Yeah.
vocation, to have
Yeah.
the education, which is going to enhance their position at your place. So if you're one of those people and you need people to work, I'm telling you, the prison workforce is an incredible workforce of dedicated, hardworking men and women.
Yeah.
Hire them, give them a chance, and I'm telling you, they're going to enhance your company.
That's right. That's right. And you're so right. You know, give them a chance. When you come out, you need a job. You need to stabilize your family. But Dr. Hope said, Dr. Hope
Amen.
says
Come on.
that a job only stands for just over broke. So yeah, get a job when you get out of prison. You
Yeah.
need to get a job. You need to stabilize your family. But job stands for just over broke. Just because you got a felony doesn't mean that you can dream bigger. And what I mean by dreaming bigger, right now, yeah, get a job. You need to do what you need to do to get some checks coming in, stabilize your family, and do all what you need to do. But you need to have a plan.
Yeah.
Because if you fail the plan, you plan to fail.
That's right.
So you got to have a plan. And what I mean by the plan is work your job, but start creating a hustle.
Yeah.
And then when you create a hustle, you invest that time in planning it until that hustle turns into a business.
Yeah.
And then that business turns into an opportunity to create an additional stream of income, passive income, and yes, generational income.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
So, but in order to do that, not only do you need to clean up your credit and to clean up your past, you got to clean up your credit.
That's right.
You not only need to clean up that felony, but you got to clean up and get your FICO from 525 to at least 680 to 720 if you're going to get an apartment, if you're going to purchase a home, or if you want to get funding for a business. Yes, you can become an entrepreneur, but you got to be credit ready, right?
That's right.
You can't have a felony and have a low FICO at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just really obliterating your dreams, right?
Yeah.
We know that all things are possible, but you got to do your work. You heard me say it all the time. If you want the supernatural power of God, I got to work my natural.
Yeah.
If I work my natural, God works his super, right? So if I do what I need to do to clean up my background, clean up my past, clean up my credit, then I become credit worthy.
Yeah.
And now I put my business plan with my credit worthiness, and business plan plus credit worthiness equals
Success.
success.
Yeah. Amen.
Success.
Amen. That's real.
That's exactly right. That's what it means.
Yeah.
That means that you got to do your part. We got people turn around 3 times and say I'm blessed. Run around the church 3 times and say I'm blessed. You seen all those antics that people are talking about. Man, stop all that foolishness.
Yeah.
Go get your credit report from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Look at stuff that shouldn't be on there. A lot of stuff is outdated. Some stuff of theirs are errors
Yeah.
that you can immediately do delete letters and start cleaning all of that bad stuff
We
up.
should start doing that.
Yeah. And you need to start doing that right now.
Yeah.
So one of the things we are talking about too is credit recovery, getting your credit together so that you can open up that barber shop, and that you can open up your plumbing, your electrician business, or whatever that looks like. You got to clean up your past, deal with your legal issues, and let's seal your record. Let's make sure that you can still even get set aside. All those things have helped as we got along the way on sealing your record. But as Tom, you talked about it. Hey, I've been in prison. So tell people like some
absolutely.
Stuff
I mean, I did over 28 and a half years, and now being out almost 7 years, a little over 7 years, I own a home. I own 2 vehicles. I'm completely covered on insurance, homeowners, vehicles, stuff like that. All of those things that make the society look at you as being a responsible individual.
Yeah.
I've done those things.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to tell every one of you guys, you got to do those things. Do exactly what Dr. Holt is saying, but at the same time, we're going to have to start focusing on what put us in there to begin with.
That's right.
And you don't have to do it right this minute. As soon as you get out, get a job, get a place to live. We're going to help you do that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come alongside you, and we're going to get you the help you need to deal with the traumas that brought you to the place that put you in there.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are. There is something that brought you to the place that made you do the things that put you in prison. Once we start to deal with those things, you're going to find that the things that have been less than in your life just fall away, and you become more than, because you are taking a fresh start each and every day and approaching each and every day with that fresh start that, hey, I'm starting from scratch and I'm moving forward with people that are supporting me. And that's what Fresh Start does.
And I want to tell you right now, you can be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Dream big. I get tired of rich folks that's been born and raised in money talking about, to really have money, it doesn't make you happy. Well, let me tell you from somebody that ain't had nothing. Money may not guarantee total happiness, but when you got enough, it makes you happier. Come on, y'all. Let's be real here. Stop all that.
Money don't buy happiness.
You've been born and raised in money, so it's easy for you to say money don't make you happy. You've been born and raised in it. But, brother, let me tell you.
That trip to Maui, oh, my God, bro. Money bought that.
Money makes you happier.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now. You from the hood, and you ain't got no food on the table, and you ain't got no water, and it's cold, no heat, and you talking about money don't make me happy. Man, get out of here, man. Money makes you happier.
Yeah.
See, when you ain't had and you ain't never had anything, trust me.
Yeah.
Money creates resources for you to have your needs met.
That's real.
Right?
That's
now
real.
We know total happiness comes from being in the will of God.
Yeah.
And money doesn't facilitate that.
And he gives provision.
He most definitely. Everybody God ever used has some money.
Yeah.
Because you can't change the
That's
world,
right.
bro.
Right.
Right?
The richest men in the world came through God to get those riches.
Come on, man. Listen, I ain't trying to hear all that foolishness.
Yeah.
Like you talking crazy. Like you don't know what it's like. Come home with no water on, and you talking about money don't have. Man, get out of here.
I think of the Cool Whip bowl that is stained with the SpaghettiOs. Right? That's Poe.
Right. Let me tell you. Money don't make you happy. Give me yours. Give me your portion.
Yeah. All right.
Give me your portion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
See, everybody shut up.
Yeah.
It don't make you happy?
Yeah.
Give me your portion.
Yeah, give me the part that don't make you happy. whatever amount don't make you happy,
Man,
send it.
Give me that
send
portion.
it to Fresh Start.
It's so many disenfranchised communities that would love to have your millions of dollars.
Amen.
Since it don't make you happy.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
But, we're talking about access to health care and all that. No, our time's getting short. But listen, we having fun up in here and talking about Fresh Start. Listen, it's going down Fresh Start, October 21st. Just in 2 weeks. We can't believe how much time went by that we're already here. But we're going to be helping people who have been formerly incarcerated, been in prison. You got felonies and things like that. We got the resources and all of that. So, Tom, what we got going on in the community that we should know?
Man, we got stuff going on all the time. Go to the website and you can look it up. I mean, the really cool thing that we got going on with Fresh Start is we're going to have people on October 21st that they're going to have their records sealed.
Yes.
And having their records sealed, they're going to have the opportunity to get housing and get a job without having to be asked that question.
All right, so you heard it. So meet us there, beat us there, October 21st at the TCC. Listen, we're here every Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. on 106 The Groove. And meet us there next Saturday, and we're looking for have a great time. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Fresh start.
Fresh start.